I never imagined my marriage would end with an ultimatum. Arguments, sure. Misunderstandings, of course. But not this. My name is James, I'm 38, and I've been married to Emily for 12 years. When we met, she was a spark in human form, smart, adventurous, the type of woman whose laugh pulled the whole room toward her. I was quiet or steady, the guy who worked hard, came home and built a life brick by brick. She used to say she loved that about me. That I was reliable. For years we were the couple people envied. Late-night drives with the windows down. Lazy Sunday mornings with quiet coffee and crossed legs touching under the table. Arguments that always ended with a smile or a kiss. It was real. It was good. At least it used to be. Around year 8, things began to shift. Slowly, quietly, like someone turning down the volume on who she used to be. She laughed less. Listened less. Stopped meeting me halfway. I'd tell her about my day and her eyes would drift to her phone. I'd reach for her hand and she'd casually pull away. She blamed the new marketing projects. Long nights. Heavy workload. But work doesn't make someone forget how to love you. Still I tried. Weekend trips. Home-cooked meals. Small surprises. Nothing worked. Her smiles were polite, not warm. Our home felt rented, like she was already halfway gone. Then came the night everything snapped into focus. We were sitting in the living room, me on my laptop, her scrolling Instagram. I leaned closer, just trying to be near her. She looked up and said the 4 words every married person dreads. James, we need to talk. Her voice was calm. Too calm. She handed me a thick folder. Divorce papers. Before I could even process the shock, she added the line that would sting for weeks. You need to accept Daniel in my life. As more than a friend, or we end this. Daniel. Her colleague. A man I'd shaken hands with once at a company party. I stared at her, waiting for the joke, the explanation, the anything. But she wasn't emotional. She wasn't angry. She was resolved. The kind of cold certainty you only see in someone who made the real decision months ago. I tried to talk to her. 12 years. 2 dogs. A home full of memories. She listened politely. Then repeated herself. Accept Daniel or this marriage ends. There was no compromise. No softness. Just a demand. That was the moment I realized something terrifying. Her marriage to me had already ended. She just hadn't filed the paperwork yet. That night I barely slept. The papers sat on the kitchen counter like a challenge. My mind replayed every memory, every laugh. Every quiet moment that meant everything to me and nothing to her anymore. By morning, after hours of mental tug-of-war, I called my lawyer, Claire Thompson. Calm. Experienced. All business. She told me exactly what to do. Control the finances. Secure the home. Let the lawyers talk. Stay silent. Stay calm. Do not let emotions lead the way. It felt cold. But it felt right. Later that day, Emily came home with a bag that wasn't mine. She looked nervous. Like she expected a fight. I met her at the door, steady and quiet. All communication goes through our lawyers, I said. Her face faltered for the first time in months. Days passed. Then a week. Every attempt from her lawyer to guilt trip, pressure, or manipulate me was met with the same response. Calm, clear, emotionless logic. No anger. No begging. No arguments. And with each passing day I felt lighter. Stronger. More myself. Then something unexpected happened. Daniel showed up. Uninvited. He stood on my porch acting like he had any right to be there. Tried small talk. Tried confidence. Tried acting like this was normal. I met him with the same calm I'd mastered. This house and this process are between lawyers. Nothing else. His face changed, confidence to confusion, confusion to anger, anger to retreat. He left. That was the moment I realized a simple truth. A man who refuses to be manipulated is unstoppable. Weeks later, everything was finalized. Signed. Filed. Done. Emily had her path. I had mine. I sat alone in the living room, the same place the ultimatum started. But this time there was peace. Real peace. The kind that comes when you let go of a fight that was never yours to win. Emily didn't choose Daniel because I failed. She chose him because she changed. And that wasn't my burden to carry anymore. Looking back, that ultimatum wasn't about love. It was about control. And the moment I responded with calm clarity instead of fear, That was the moment I got myself back. Do I still think about her sometimes? Sure. You don't erase 12 years overnight. But the pain doesn't crush me anymore. Because I know my worth. And no one, not even the person you once loved most, gets to rewrite that.